What is up, YouTube? Frasta Hobidon here, and today we're gonna look at a new video tier. We're gonna react to another video. This is Nostalgia Critic's Blade. Since I saw the Marvel's movie Avengers Endgame, you should check out my Twitter if you have. Check out the updates of what I'm looking at and what I'm doing. I have seen Marvel Endgame, and it was a fantastic movie. It made me laugh. It made me cry. And it was downright epic. I'm not gonna get into spoiler territories. Maybe I should do a review. Who knows? Anywho, this is Nostalgia Critic's review on Blade, and I thought, why not? Someone requested this for me, so yeah, I'm taking a look at it. I am familiar with this comic book Blade, because he's a comic book Marvel character, a vampire who fights other vampires. The first time I heard of Blade was the Spider-Man animated series, where Spider-Man fights Blade, Michael Morpheus. I'm looking forward to see how this goes. Anywho, I will leave a link to the description down below, so go check it out for yourselves. So we can do this reaction video. Started, shall we? So yeah, after you see the original video, you come see me, and we'll react to it together. I'm looking forward to it. I can wait. All right. Let's get this started, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, with the recent popularity of Blade and your recent disappointment with Steel,
I really thought Shaquille O'Neal was going to be the next Mark Wahlberg.
it just makes sense to
Are you
discuss who will
serious?
get what going forward.
Yeah, that dark stuff with Blade worked pretty well. We're gonna try some of that.
Nope. Our next 7 movies are going to be cashing in on the dark stuff. Destined to all be hits.
But all we got is lighthearted crap coming up.
Well, that's
Oh wow, come on.
After Batman and Robin?
Nobody's gonna want to see another Batman movie in years.
Hey, we're switching it up too. We've got a colorful and corny Spider-Man movie coming up.
Oh,
from
wow.
The director of Evil Dead.
Yeah, it's probably not going to break any records, but it should be a huge hit with the kids.
Oh, it is.
Guess we'll do another Batman movie, even though there's no money in it.
Christ, years from now, everyone's gonna associate Marvel with dark and gritty, and DC with bright and playful.
Right?
Well then, there should be
Oh,
no problem
wow.
signing this television contract.
Wait, this is affecting our shows too?
Oh yes.
You see, all of your TV series will be upbeat and positive, while all of ours are going to be depressing and harsh. They'll make you want to kill yourself.
But what if we end up completely misunderstanding our audiences and we end up doing the exact opposite?
It's okay. Our animation departments will fill in the blanks. We'll keep ours goofy and harmless while you keep yours complex and intriguing, with some exceptions.
Somehow DC's material for children ends up doing more adult work
Oh,
than our
wow.
material for adults.
Yeah, and they're gonna do a cartoon version of The Killing Joke with a hard R rating.
That was bizarre.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
One more thing. Are you sure you don't want any of your shows to be tied to this new Netflix format that's getting a lot of buzz?
Yeah, like anything's gonna kill cable. No, you guys can handle that.
Besides, we don't want to be known as those guys that always copy Marvel.
That is a very valid point. So, anything else?
Well,
Yeah, what are our plans in terms of comics?
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
make sure you don't let anyone else hear that. It's come a long way. This is a really loud intro in my part. In my point of view, this is a loud intro.
Done.
Huh? Might be the headsets.
Hello, I'm a Nostalgia Critic.
Might be the headsets.
Remembered, so you don't have to. Comic book movies have had a lot of ups and downs over the years. Sometimes they were on top of the world, and sometimes they were Daredevil. But when comic book films were seen at their most unpopular, one little kick-ass movie came along and said, hey, not only am I gonna be awesome, but people are gonna completely overlook me when they say Deadpool was the first R-rated comic book flick. How do you sleep at night, Internet? How do you sleep at night?
Blade is awesome.
I'm of course talking about the late 90s hit, Blade.
Fun fact, they tried to get Wesley Snipes to play as Black Panther back in the day.
In recent comic book films, they usually go to
Fox.
The Dark Knight or Avengers. But
Fox
many
tried
forget
to make
this did
Black
play a big
Panther
part
with
in
Wesley
not only getting
Snipes.
popularity back to the genre,
Let that
but
sink
also
in for a
creating
moment.
a ton of tropes still used in comic book movies today. Written by David S. Goyer and directed by Stephen Dorrington, two people you thought were going to be comic book gods managed to turn out a movie pretty cool and badass, while also being about as 90s as a commercial where kids rule. Does the
Oh
classic
wow,
coolness overrule
the
dated
90s.
silliness?
It was a weird time. It was.
Well, let's see if this vampire spectacle sucks in a good way or a bad way. This is Blade.
Maybe a little bit of
We
both.
open up
Who
with
knows?
Blade's birth, seeing his mother slowly bleed to death. Always a pleasant start. The
Ye-
credits roll as you can tell already this movie is a bad case of the 90s simply by its sped up footage. It was a simpler
Yeah.
time when we were so blown away by the fast forward button. We see a woman driving
yeah.
her date to apparently a hot nightclub.
So where are we going?
It's a surprise, baby.
Yeah, I like surprises.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm just here to die or be saved. Character tool all the way! They enter a club playing music that sounds like your Atari is trying to throw a rave.
Oh wow.
When
This
we
was
come
so
across an
bad.
effect even better than speeding up the footage. Speeding up the footage with a white flash. Whoa, our 90s minds can't handle this! You're blowing
You almost
us
sound
away
like
with what
Shaggy
we
for a
hit our
moment there,
computers
Nostalgia
for doing
Critic.
today. But our midnight snack is about to get a surprise when he finds he stumbled into a literal bloodbath.
Yeah.
I guess this is
That is not
supposed to be
sanitary.
scary, but nowadays you probably just see this at any goth club. Dude, the blood
Anyway.
is supposed to rain at 4. Right now you're supposed to be dangling the rubber gimps. He finds all of
I'm
them
not
have
gonna
vampire
question
fangs.
that.
Again, a usual non-scary occurrence.
Because I don't know how
When
goth
he comes
people
across
work.
his knight in shining leather, Blade, played by Wesley Snipes.
It's Blade. What's the
What was that?
Vampires try their hardest to wave their fingers at him, but it doesn't work, as he partakes in some pretty kick-ass fight scenes here. Damn, I'm possessed.
Dang.
Hope I can play the accordion too. Oh yeah, God. That usually wins over swinging hooks.
Pretty much. You brought
Even though
a.
the
It's like you brought a
rotting
knife to a
remains are
gunfight.
The rotting remains from a pumpkin.
Literally.
These fight sequences are filled with the most awesome of implausibility.
Very unlikely.
There, I give you footage for like 50 trailers.
Sounds about right.
You know, for a character this badass, that was a pretty dorky move. You now
It
join
was
the ranks
dorky,
that Kevin McAllister,
but it was
Data,
funny.
and that weird baby meme have made timelessly awkward. I'm just gonna assume you haven't seen the past 20 years of white media.
I'm getting a little tired of chopping you up. Thought I might try fire.
He sets him on fire while also saving the story pawn as our extra crispy vampire is sent to the hospital. Here, Dr. Karen Jensen, played by Nebusha Wright, is looking him over with another doctor she used to date.
You ever have second
Oh,
thoughts?
really?
Sometimes. But then I remember how much of an ass.
iPhone notification XR. Only $15 a month. I don't care!
Well, that character backstory seemed really necessary. I still think we can work. No, really, there must be a reason for that romantic interest. It seemed completely pointless.
He came out of nowhere.
Finish you off.
Yeah, this brings up a continuing question about the film.
Why didn't you finish?
Blade several times is given opportunities to kill off this character, Quinn. But he doesn't, resulting in tons of people either getting killed or maimed. Like, over and over and over. Why does he have such a hard time killing this guy off?
I don't know.
Dear Diary, I almost killed Quinn off this time, but when I looked into his dreamy eyes, I knew. I was a Quinn girl forever.
Stop!
Blade is about to let the doctor die when his damn Oedipus complex kicks in, reminding him of his dying mother, and he takes her to his hideout. There we come across world-renowned Planet of the Apes star Chris Christopherson, playing Whistler, who tries to heal her bite marks with garlic.
Hold it.
Thanks, that'll help a lot. I'll call you when an earthworm needs restraining.
He has super
Introduced to our
strength, dude.
shadowy room of evil business suits because Marvel will always love this cliche. And they bring in their evilest vampire who can never get a shirt that fits.
Yeah,
Deacon
except
Frost,
Marvel,
played by Stephen
except the
Dorff.
MCU, it
This
worked
guy's
well.
a lot of fun. Just imagine all of Edward Norton's yeah faces had a son.
Oh.
And he only listened to Prodigy.
The man who
Maybe
once
it's time we
played Hulk.
forgot about discretion. We should be ruling the humans. Or maybe I'm just the first to say out loud what we've all been thinking.
I propose a movement where we dress like we don't care how we look when really it's the most important thing to us. I call it the hipster effect.
Do we have
Please
any
stop.
other business to discuss?
As funny as that was, stop.
You may wake up one day and find yourself extinct.
Really? We're just gonna let him get away with that?
Pretty much.
You know, for a guy who does things we don't like, we sure do let him do things that we don't like.
I know, right?
But the
Villains are
doctor wakes up
stupid.
and seems to be doing better as she sees what Blade has to go through in order to survive. Oh, he just read the script to Blade Trinity. I'd be holding his hand too. Whistler tells Karen exactly what they're fighting against.
You gotta understand, they're everywhere. Vampires. The Hominis Nocturna.
That means vampires. But seems
It's a
Frost
weird way
is
of
doing
saying it,
research
but hey.
into the vampire archives, pissing off the council even more.
We're in a library. You don't need to shout.
Dang.
What are you up to, Frost?
Tell me or next time I'll actually hit you.
What are you gonna do?
That was as fake as WWE.
This. I'm only here because Chris Pine hasn't been invented.
And I'm a
yet.
WWE fan. But even I
Well,
admit
you
that,
wouldn't
even
be
I see that was a terrible,
So after
terrible
trying to
effect of
figure out
slapping
if
people.
a friggin' newspaper building blew up in town. Seriously.
At least WWE makes
Karen
it
is told
creative.
not to trust anybody when she's suddenly approached by a cop in her apartment.
Police officer, I didn't mean to scare you. The front door was open.
What are you doing in here?
I see all the bad
Just checking
signs
a
for this
routine
guy.
check.
I heard you were black, so you're under arrest for something.
Really?
You bitch.
Oh crap.
What is this, garlic? Who said I was a vampire?
Nobody.
Christ, I think Blade's whole goal in this movie is to leave at bad times and then come back just before things get worse.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm really leaving this time.
So where are you taking?
Oh, stop.
Does nobody care that a guy with a sword is slamming a cop's head into a car? I mean, never
Nope.
forget NWA, but I think someone would at least raise an He escapes, though, causing Blade and Karen to follow him through fast-forward lane.
Get me Pearl! Pearl is feeding. I got a delivery from Frost here, and I just had a run-in with Blade. Gotta clear out that clinic on Hilbert now!
Okay, if you want to do pointless speedy footage, that's fine, but at least have them talk the way they're supposed to talk.
Calling all cars, calling all cars. Send all cars, horses, planes that loop the loop. Me, I want.
Please stop. I hate this. I hate the chipmunks.
Don't do dick, so forget what you've seen in
The live action one, not the animated one. The animated one was spitting.
Yeah, forget all that stuff you've seen in the movies. Concentrate on this stuff, like in the movies.
Oh,
So while the
come
vampires
on.
sit around partying, watching Mortal Kombat. Yeah, you vampires
What
are gonna
is
find
the-
a lot of blood.
I
in that
never
movie.
noticed that.
The cop tells Frost of his run-in
Mortal
with Blade.
Kombat, the first movie.
No problem.
Ed Boon. You have all the time to make a rated R Mortal Kombat movie. The games are awesome. I played Mortal Kombat 11. Get on that. What's stopping you?
In case you forgot, that bat means that they're vampires.
I can care less about the bat.
Symbolism.
Yeah.
Blade and Karen come across the person who keeps track of all the archives, and okay,
That
even
is
for
a-
a movie about a guy who chases vampires, that's pretty silly. Bring me Solo Unto Wookie. Good thing he's not a woman, or else that would suddenly be indecent.
Yeah, it would be.
They get captured by Quinn and his gang, but it looks like Blade has back.
But still, it was ugly.
fuckers at a bad time?
As long as you don't have a copy of A Star Is Born, then no. They escape into a subway that just happens to be connected to the vampire archives. Odd design work. They wait
Coincidence.
for the longest train ever to pass, and then end up literally catching a ride on it.
Oh my god.
That would tear them apart.
Yeah, okay. So Whistler reveals why Blaze
I
seems
just
to
played
have
in the
all
middle.
the vampire's strengths and few of their weaknesses.
Blade's mother was attacked by a vampire while she was pregnant.
Yeah.
She died, but he lived. He can withstand
In the
garlic.
animated films, his mother, Blade's mother, turned evil.
He also obtained an aversion to taxes as well.
We need more Blade
I'd
comic
like to
books.
point out I waited this long to make a tax joke. I think I did pretty well.
Yeah.
Karen consoles Blade during his all-important wall watching, while Frost and his goons apparently kidnap the leader of the vampires to kill him.
Serious?
They should probably all fry up, but it's okay because the other vampires have sunblock and helmets. Was Marceline's sun hat not available?
Yeah.
Karen uses her Dr. Know-how to
That
figure
would-
out how to make vampires' heads
I guess.
explode. Science!
Yeah.
When Whistler makes a discovery about her.
You don't look so good.
I mean, the studio won't let you look bad, so this is what we count as not good. So it looks like she's still gonna turn into a vampire in a day or two, but that doesn't get in the way of a meeting between Blade and the now helmetless Frost. So wait a minute, if you have enough sunblock, the day doesn't bother you?
I'm getting
'Cause if so, being a
Scooby-Doo.
vampire is
I'm getting
literally a day at the
Scooby-Doo,
beach.
Shaggy, a werewolf flashbacks.
Wouldn't want our little friend here to wind up on the back of a milk cart now, would we?
But Blade sees saving people as more of a secondary thing, and tries to shoot Frost, causing him to toss the child. Dead. Oh, I mean, no scratch on her whatsoever. She must have been wearing a lot of sunblock, too.
We call it plot armor.
Yeah, what the hell do you think this guy is talking about? I mean, I know we just saw a man fly into the street, save a kid, and we're all just gonna ignore it. But let me tell you about this cop who got his head smashed into a car that I ignored. The city. We're just kind of there.
And we're back with a funny clip in 3, 2, 1, go.
1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 2 = 4, 3 + 3 = 6, and you're still a bitch! What? What the fuck?
It's hard being an artist when you have headaches always popping up.
A little
It
bit.
affects your work, so no one takes you seriously.
That's just a sugar-coated topping that you can control. Try David S. Goyer. David S. Goyer seems effective at first, like the miracle you've always been looking for. But then on closer inspection, you realize it might not be as effective as you thought. Your denial will tell you it's doing a good job, but after a while, you can't ignore the pain it's causing. It's not as bad as it was before, but it's still really bad.
Ouch.
People will like your work at first because they see you have Goyer attached to it. But then they'll wake up and realize that most of it was dumb luck, surviving on the talent of others.
Everybody says the techniques were great, but the product was overall shit.
You'll not only realize it did less than you thought, but it's actually slowing you down compared to other successful medicines.
Okay.
At first I thought it worked great, but now I see it's just a bigger placebo than Dumbo's magic feather.
Experts agree. It's not the worst thing out there. It did some good things, I think, though maybe that was other people. And, come on.
There's no point to this at all.
Just come on. David S. Goyer. Sooner or later, you'll feel the pain. And don't forget to try Nighttime David S. Goyer.
No.
Oh, yes, it will ruin the Sandman.
I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of that at all. And we're back.
So Karen discovers a cure for turning into a vampire off-screen. Yeah, they're surprisingly kind of laid back about it. But Frost also discovers Blade's hideout off-screen. You know, it's good to
How does
show
that-
and don't tell, but when you don't do neither, you have neither.
No.
And tries to capture them.
They kidnapped the girl, don't
Aiming
they?
at the rails and maybe you'll hit something.
You keep aiming it where he is, and not where he's going
Gives
to.
one hell of an emotional, breathtaking, Oscar-caliber reaction to his fatherly mentor being destroyed. If only more blood-curdling moments in cinema had reactions like that. Oh. Woof.
No!
That sucks. Whistler still has a few breaths left
Really?
in him as he tells Blade where they took Karen.
You took it too far, man. Come on.
Yeah, that'll help him big time. I can see why you brought a doctor into your home.
Now walk away.
Well, I'm just gonna last long enough to be brought back in a sequel just to die again in another sequel. It's a well-planned out future that lies ahead for me. So Blade once again breaks into Frost's headquarters. He turns some vampires' heads into Bob the Tomato. Or Bob the
Well, that's
Ketchup.
gruesome.
But inside this giant Macintosh cigarette case lies a big secret.
Eric?
Yep, Blade's mom is still alive, and it turns out she's a vampire now. And on the
Well,
side
I was
of
right.
Frost. You think someone would have used that bombshell a little earlier.
And she turned evil.
This Blade guy
I
is
was right in the
ruining my
comic book.
plans and destroying my operation.
Honey, what are you doing?
Animated.
Oh, not now, mother of my enemy who he doesn't know is still alive and on my side. I had to figure out a way to get rid of Blade. Wait a minute. I love Oreos!
Oh my goodness.
But there's an even bigger twist to all this.
You spent your whole life looking for the vampire who bit your mother. Well, here I am.
Well, it's a small,
course.
convoluted world after all. Weird! After capturing him, Karen reveals a secret about the cure she's created.
If it works, you'll lose your strength and your ability to regenerate. You'll be completely human.
Huh. So the cure is totally friggin' useless. Don't get me wrong, I know she uses it on herself, but from a story perspective, what happens? She gets bitten, they say they didn't get to it in time, so she makes a cure. If you just cut out them not getting to it in time, which adds nothing to the plot at all, the cure is entirely not needed. But it's okay, because if you love pointless, drawn-out moments, you're gonna love what's coming up next!
What?
See, here's the setup. Frost needs to lay out 12 of the Vampire Council in this ancient temple with Blade's blood combining with them this one night because through comic book mumbo-jumbo, it'll make him a vampire god. Silly, but whatever. Sounds kind of fun. There's possibilities with it. The downside is, where it took me only a few seconds to say all that, it takes the movie 10 minutes to do it. Yeah, they just kind of sit around, talk, laugh, talk and laugh and talk. All we want to see is the action, but it takes for friggin' ever with detours. But I know what you're thinking. Through all of this, whatever happened to Karen's doctor friend, the one who got bitten? What? You weren't wondering that? Well, we're gonna spend a lot of time on it anyway. Because hey, there's nothing better we could be doing, and we know it's eating you up inside with curiosity. He's a zombie now. What? Yeah, you do the math on that one. It's some sort of bullshit side effect that sometimes happens after being bitten. Sure, and vampires sparkle too. But who cares about that? Because who cares about all of this? It's literally just 10 minutes of slow, boring filler, and it feels like an eternity.
You're afraid we're gonna steal your soul?
Huh.
Your pure blood spirit. You should be. Read the prophecy. It's time you fucks contributed something to the cause.
Even if Frost is right, you really think he cares about you? You're gonna die.
Well,
I guess he wasn't needed for the ceremony. What, they just bring him along because he looks like William Fichtner? Because to be fair, every movie needs more William Fichtner.
You're right.
After the ceremonial ripping open.
I mean, if you're gonna need someone for the ceremony, it's not a good idea to kill that person.
To suck her blood to get his strength back, all while the temple is turned into a human plasma ball.
Oh my goodness, this is so.
Of course.
Yeah.
All vampire skeletons have tiny skeletons inside of them, just trying to get out. With wings! How long do we have to wait again? Okay.
2 minutes. Cool your
Blade
stuff.
does Freud proud
Cool your
by
jets,
penetrating his mother with a long, hard bone.
Stop.
Resulting in him finally jumping in to get revenge.
I got 2 new hands, Blade. I don't know which one to use to kill you with.
None of them.
Well, doesn't matter what I do now, I am never topping that throughout the rest of the film. From here, it's all the cool stuff you wanted to see. Amazingly flippable guards, ripping out a guy's throat just to throw it at another guy, being launched in the air via nut kick. Even the stuff that's kind of stupid is really awesome, like how Karen continues to hit everything except what she's supposed to hit. This weird scene where they keep kicking the air for some reason. Mass miss. That
was so dumb.
Gotcha. Ow, that hurt. And the fact that even though there's weapons that can clearly kill vampires, nobody ever thinks of using them on Blade. What do you got there? A plank of wood? Oh, yeah, that'll take him down. Ooh, a shovel. That has to be his undoing. Blade destroyed by deadly shovel. You guys really thought you'd be gods? You're using wood. Unless it's the aliens from Signs is not gonna do much. Who cares? Because they still kick ass gory amazingness, all
Oh,
building up to
wow.
the final boss.
Hey, Blade! Let's do this.
Okay then. That's very funny. You added like a video game effect. Okay, up, down, smash, button, hit, triangle slash.
But it looks like his blood is made from pizza cheese as well as some other cartoony extras. Finally, the time has come for me to stop doing those stupid e-vape commercials. But Blade finds the serum that makes vampires go boom and he unloads them on Frost, resulting in him saying his big finishing line.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Wow.
That is a really weird note to go out on. To this day, I can't figure
That
out
was
if that
weird,
was really clever
and yet
or one of the
awesome at the
dumbest
same
lines
time.
ever said by a comic book character. What do you think the other variations were?
Some mother truckers are always trying to put diesel in their SUVs. Some peanut M&Ms are always trying to melt in your hand but not in your mouth. Some sushi patrons are always trying to mix their soy sauce with wasabi. Some fast food lovers are always ordering Little Caesars without the crazy bread. Some vacationers are always trying to go to Disney World at peak times, when it's obvious that mid-November through mid-December is the best time to go. But seriously, just bring a sweater and you'll be fine. And don't forget to take advantage of those hotel villages with free shuttle bus service, full price for their monorail access resorts.
You're still going.
He kicks the last needle into his head, finishing
Oh,
him
I
off.
can't breathe. That is gruesome.
Huh. So I guess
Why can't we
he
have more of
put
that in Mortal
himself
Kombat
together
movies?
after that. Being a god just means being slightly less destructible than you already were. Good to know that the ancient gods of old can't compete with head blowy up science. So
They weren't
we
creative
all know
back
the
then.
drill. Blade and Karen kiss in a romantic embrace, even though they have very little in common.
I need to get back to the lab.
It's not over. There's still a war going on. And I have a job to do.
Ah,
I
that's
don't
different
think you
take.
know how this works. He's a dude, you're a chick. You have to end up together, even if you have no chemistry at all. It's like a law.
You want to help make me a better serum?
Wow, really? They don't get together?
Yeah.
There is such a thing as a man and a woman working together in an action film and they don't have to hook up? Quickly, Tumblr, rewrite this ending so that not only do they get together, but they have 20 children, all with different sexual identities. If 20 sexual identities don't exist, make them up! You're good at that! We travel to Moscow
Please.
for really no reason except to get this cool shot, and we end with him hunting vampire ass once more. That
All right.
was Blade, an overlooked comic book staple, and
If they ever bring Blade in the MCU, will they use Wesley Snipes again?
okay, the writing's not always
Maybe.
good, and there's a lot of 90s cheese, but
Because that's the
there's
only,
just
he's
a
the only person I
style
see him playing as Blade.
that still makes it really
You think of
enjoyable.
another actor
It's
who
not
could
too
play Blade in
morbid
the
that it can't
MCU.
be fun, but it's not too silly that it can't be serious. It's
Sony is
visually
making
awesome, its
Sony
characters
is
are
making
entertaining, and
Marvel
the action is
villain
still
movies.
impressive and gets you sucked
They're
in.
working on a Kraven
They
the
got people
Hunter
saying
movie
comic
and
book
a
movies could be
Morpheus
cool
movie.
at a time when they were
They're trying
being
to,
seen as
Sony is
box
trying to
office
hold on to those
performers.
Spider-Man
This is one of
characters
the films
just
that
to have
helped
the
get
rights.
movies like Dark Knight and
I don't
Iron
know
Man
why.
into the spotlight again.
Ever since Venom
Doing
was
something
successful.
that barely makes sense, but still a pretty rockin' good time. This is definitely one to take a look at.
I'm glad that I'm just glad that Silver Sable and Black Cat movie is over. It's never happening.
Coming next week, we see if Batman Mask of the Phantasm is the best Batman movie ever. But you can see it now under Vessel's ad-free early access. Just $3 a month
I
to
might
see
check
tons
that out,
of
who
people's
knows?
videos early, as well as a bunch of other extra features. Check it out and get the early scoop.
Alright. Well, that was the Nostalgia Critics review on Blade. I still think it was a good movie, yeah. Alright, I want to laugh as hard as I can, but I can't breathe because I woke up and it's still morning. It was morning time during this video was editing. Just a heads up, yeah. So I couldn't laugh as much as I can because there were some very funny parts that Nostalgia Critic got me. I mean, Doug Walker got me laughing at because that was hilarious. That whole ice skate uphill joke that made me laugh. It's like the variation. Oh my. Oh man. Other than that, I kind of had fun. It was a really fun video. I'm actually glad I did a reaction to this. thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. What were your thoughts on this movie? Do you like Blade? Do you think should bring Wesley Snipes into the MCU, continuing the role as Blade? Is he too old for the job? Or do you have another actor who can play Blade in the MCU? Leave a comment down below. I would like to hear your thoughts on that. And thank you for make sure to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and DeviantArt. I have commissions. My commissions are open. If you got a commission, I would be happy to draw them. I'd be happy to draw them. Remember to follow the rules when it comes to commissions. And hit the notification bell for more reaction videos. And looking forward to gameplays. I need to get back on gameplays. This channel needs to get gameplays back. This whole month, these past 3 months have been stopping me from doing gameplays because a lot of family events at all. A lot of it's happening. I need to do a live stream for you guys. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have a great day. Be safe. And most importantly, stay frosty, everybody.